What's going on, guys? This post here, and we got ourselves yet another Wi-Fi battle. This time we're heading back to the good old old tier. This is versus user Aldnoah. Came into my stream as per usual and asked for the battle, and we gave it to him. So this game is using actually a pretty neat little team. I might do like a team analysis of it because it's probably been my favorite OS team that I've made. So basically, the concept of the team is there's like two versions of it. So you look at this team from Team Preview, right? And guess what the Charizard is? I want all you to honestly guess what the Charizard is, and I'm not gonna say it, but all I'm gonna say is that there's a version with a Zard Y, where there's actually a Zard Y, and there's another version where it has a Zard X. And the point of the Zard X team, which is something that I really like about it, is that you look at the team and you think it's a Zard Y team, but it's actually a Zard X team, and then the Weavile set on the Zard X team is different than the Zard Y team. So I think it's pretty cool in that sense, and it's like the mods are the same, but all the sets are different because they're checking different things, etc., etc. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little concept, especially in like tour play. It keeps people on their toes. But like I said, we got Aldnoah here, and his team is unorthodox, but for sure. But if he's good, it can do a lot of damage, particularly to my team, because like look at what I got. Who's my superior answer? Charizard. I get bopped by whatever coverage move he has. Metagross. What do I have for that? Talonflame. What do I have for that? Hippowdon. Like even though Talonflame can beat Hippowdon anyway. Porygon Z. What do I have for that monstrosity? Nothing. So I'm gonna have to play pretty well, but if he plays well, he can most definitely win. So it'll be a good one. So let's go ahead and get it in. Also, this time we're using the Half-Life OST. I felt like last time the game audio was a little too quiet, so we're gonna try and change it up this time around. So I'm gonna lead with Latios. He's gonna lead with Porygon Z. I predict that. Just because Porygon Z messes up everything on the team besides Latios, so I have to lead with Latios. I'm gonna go for Draco Meteor, and we actually DC'd earlier, so we're trying to replay out the first couple of turns. You'll see though that he kind of scumbags it up, so I'm gonna go for Draco, hit the Metagross. Well, not really scumbags it up, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go for Draco. I'm gonna switch out because that's what I did the first time that we played, and he stayed in and went for Ice Punch as I went to Hippowdon. So I was trying to recreate that. Because I did that last time though, he's gonna double out and go out to, I believe, his superior. Yeah, so that's kind of a scummy move, but like I say, it's whatever. It's not really gonna. I didn't specifically say let's try and replay it out because we were like 11 turns in. And it's Wi-Fi, so you can't even like look back on the logs or anything, so I don't know. It's nothing that you can really do. So anyways, I'm gonna go with the Charizard. It's my literal best answer. I'm gonna Mega Evolve right here and go into Zard X. Go ahead and reveal that. So for those of you that commented Zard Y, which you should have commented, because otherwise the team doesn't work right, then we're gonna be in some trouble. I go ahead and Mega Evolve and go into Zard X. I probably shouldn't have in hindsight, because it's more likely for him to have Dragon Pulse than to have like HP Rock or something. It probably could be HP Ground actually. That might make more sense than HP Rock. Even though he went for it on my regular Zard, so again I don't know. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but I end up getting with it. Ooh, whoops! Let me go ahead and get rid of that. You guys know what the OST is. So my Charizard's gonna end up going down. Oh well, considering how big of a threat Superior is to my team. Probably the biggest threat to me, minus the Porygon Z. I'm more than happy trading Charizard for that. So I'm just gonna go for the Moonblast. Still trying to feel out what he wants to do. Get some damage off. Oh well. It's on Metagross. Not really gonna be a big deal. And I'm gonna switch out to Hippowdon. Hippowdon's still full health, and Ice Punch from the last game did, I think, like around 50. Pretty close to it, but not exactly 50, like 48-ish before leftovers, obviously 42 after leftovers. He's gonna go for Earthquake this time, which is kind of interesting because, like, look at my team, G. What do I have to take this on besides Hippowdon? I'm confused. I'm confused, my man. But anyways, he's gonna switch out of there. It's a pretty good opportunity for me to get up Stealth Rocks. I actually think I don't, though. I think I just stay in and go for Earthquake for some reason. Just because, no, like, that Earthquake play didn't really make any sense. So I wanted to go for EQ just in case he was wildin', but Rotom doesn't make the most sense. And I should have gotten up rocks there. Like I said, it's absolute misplay that I didn't. But it's not really going to be a big deal because I can just go to Clefable. I can't risk staying in, obviously, because my Hippowdon is very important. I was thinking how it checks both the Metagross and the Talonflame. So I'm going to go out to Clefable. That's my Rotomancer. Of course, this allows him to go right back to Metagross. And once again, I have to go right back to Hippowdon because if I don't, it's another thing. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. So this team is supposed to have Sandstream Hippowdon. If you guys see this right now, there's no Sandstream. It is not sandy. This is a clear, sunny day. Not sunny, obviously, because there's no drought. But that was a mishap on my part, and it's not good. So he's gonna go for another couple Ice Punches right here. Like if I had Sand this game, it would have been so much easier because then I could have used Excadrill, but I can't, and I'm not even like Mold Breaker, Excadrill, or anything. I'm just regular old Sand Rush Drill, but with no sand to use it on. So, like I said, I have no one else to blame but me for that, but it is not good. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and slack off right here. Go for a couple of slack offs just so that I can be as high HP as possible. To be honest, he probably should have Ice Punched there again, just because I'm forced to slack off. And if he gets a crit or a freeze, he's in a really good spot. So I'm going to stay in right here just because I figure I can take whatever he wants to do. Probably a misplay since, like I said, Hippowdon is very important to me. And I just wanted to get rocks up to neutralize the Talonflame and get residual damage on him, punish him for switching. Like, I should have sacked, like, Clefable or something, but I think in the first game my initial sack to the Porygon-Z was Clefable, especially because Superior is down. So I should have done that instead of Hippowdon. Definitely misplay on my end, but that's just what I ended up doing. I'm not gonna try and defend that play, and I don't even get rocks up at the end of the day because of the fact that I ended up getting paralyzed from the Tri-Attack. Not only did he get the 10% para, but then I got the full para that exact turn, so that blows. I don't think it matters too much at the end of the day, but it just kind of blows. So anyways, here's Latios, and if you saw Team Preview, Latios, first of all, I missed this Draco. This Draco would have killed. Just saying, even though it's at -2, that still would have killed. So, just throwing that out there. Or if it didn't kill, it would have been at like 1%, or something like ridiculously low. So that blows because that Metagross should be dead, or if it's not dead, then it should be, like I said, at like 1%. So, like I said, that sucks, because first of all, no rocks, and then on top of that, no, that Metagross is still around. But yeah, like I said, Latios is gonna be the major key alert from that Team Preview, especially with that Superior gone now. So pretty much, and now with this Talonflame going down, pretty much nothing outspeeds Latios. I mean, Metagross still can, but that's a speed tie. So, for some reason, he decides to Swords Dance on my Excadrill instead of switching out or going for Flavelets if he had that. He decides to Swords Dance, and I'm just going to kill him with Rock Slide. It's like, okay. I ended up hooking up, sacking my Hippowdon, and not getting rocks up. You're going to give me that kill. I'm taking it, man. I'm taking that every day of the week. So I'm going to go for a couple of EQs right here because I need to get damage off on this Donphan. Just so it's less annoying for later in the game. I don't want my Latios dealing with it because I don't want to take the Ice Shard damage, so I'm just gonna go, like I said, I'm just gonna go for a couple of EQs, put him into Ice Shard range for my Weavile. If I wanted to go for that, I actually predicted him to switch out, and I think I'd go for the Icicle Crash. Probably could have just gone for the knockoff all the same, but Icicle Crash, it's gonna end up hitting and it's gonna end up taking out the Donphan. And he's not going to get rocks up of his own, which is going to be good for me. So, down goes the Donphan. This Weavile set is actually pretty cool. On the Zard Y version of this team, it's the typical Pursuit. On the Zard X variant, though, yeah, on the Zard X variant, this is actually Swords Dance Weavile, so it's pretty cool. So I stay in right there, and you guys are probably thinking, well, that's a weird play, but I stay in right there just because I didn't think he'd have Bullet Punch based on his team. Like the things that Bullet Punch hits is like Scarf Kieran Black if they want to run that, Low Punny, guarantee some speed ties with the Lotties. Just things that he doesn't really have that much trouble with on his team. Like I just think that he'd be a more traditional set with like EQ, Hammer Arm, maybe Grass. Not if he wants to go the mixed route, whatever. So, or Pursuit. Pursuit would be really cool for him because of the fact that he has a Superior on his team. But I learned from the first game that he doesn't have Pursuit, so that's why I switched there with no issue. So anyways, I'm going to go for the Draco, kill the Rotom. Metagross is going to come in. He actually decides to go for Bullet Punch for some reason. Probably thinking it would kill, not wanting to risk it. I go for Thunderbolt right there, because I don't have T-Wave, I have Thunderbolt. And I actually end up getting a lucky pair, so I guess I had T-Wave anyways. And I got some little bit of damage in there. So now I put him into Psyshock range. Or not, I did put him quite into Psyshock range, but I had to go for it because his last one is Porygon Z. And I'm playing the math right here, so Latios. So I have Latios, right? He goes for BP. I'm more likely to get a full para out of him or crit with Psyshock, which I end up getting right here. Easy. Than I am to get a crit versus the Porygon Z. If I don't get a crit versus that, I'm gonna die. So I was just playing the math. I'm more likely to get a crit there, plus a full para, if I can get it. Obviously, I didn't get the full para, but I got the crit. So I'm able not to go out to my Latios, and then I could fire off the Draco and kill this Porygon Z. And if I just went for the straight up Draco right there, I'd have to get a crit with the Draco the following turn, and that's just not as likely. So I'm able to end up winning with the Latios. The game was pretty hacksy overall, and to be honest, I would have rather had the first one play out, but we DC'd. But the game still ended up pretty close. I think it was a 1-0 in my favor. And now that I'm rewatching this, I don't know. I probably should have gone for Ice Shard on that Metagross I misplayed there, just to put it in a little bit lower range. Me not getting Rocks Up Blue, kind of hacks them with Latios. Yeah, not the best game, but it was still close. Wasn't the worst game. So anyways, I don't know if Aldnoah has a channel. Well, he does have a channel because he actually subbed to me on YouTube, but he hasn't uploaded in a couple months. So I think that's my cue to pause that. He hasn't uploaded in a couple months, so if he leaves a comment and he wants me to leave something in the description, then I'll for sure go check him out. But GG's anyways. Like I said, it was a hacksy game for sure, but it was still pretty cool. I figured I'd go ahead and show off this team, and you guys will probably see it a little bit more in the future, because like I said, it's one of my favorite teams that I've built so far in ORS. So have a good day, friends, and later.